all is well. They're having a wonderful, wonderful time. And the skit here. Today, I must say, the skit was skitting. Yes, they were skitting. Yes. All right. So the mom is talking to a detective right now. And also Angelina told Shayla Anthony is an idiot. So my question to you guys is Anthony an idiot? Okay, so let's start it out like that. Good evening. Welcome to Sharon Review. How are you guys doing? It's a lovely day in SkitLanta. That's one thing I can say. Anthony stood up to Angelina. Denisha checking Danielle because Danielle called her an adulterer, right? The mom, the detective says he should shut the case or get himself out of this situation there because she knows they don't know who she is. I dear Steffi Mac, I Antoinette again. I don't know. It depends. And then there is Cameron and Cameron talking to Brooke, and he also spoke with Isaiah, and Isaiah says was checking him that he would tell Brooke. So after that conversation, Brooke told Cameron because Cameron make sure the phone was on speakerphone so Brooke could hear that Isaiah is actually lying. So she's telling Cameron right now that Isaiah know he snitch. Okay, so we're gonna poll this. Is Anthony an idiot? All right. All right, so we're going to pull that. I couldn't believe Angelina says that to Shayla, but I don't know why I can't believe it. They always think Anthony is a weak man. Everybody, even down to the audience, thinks Anthony is a weak man. You understand? Everybody think he is. All right, so did I press the poll? Oh, I forget to click the blood, click it. All right, there. Hi there, disciple. Good evening, disciple. Hi there. Welcome in, disciple. Welcome in, Michelle, Antoinette, Stephanie, Marvis. Thank you guys for showing up. And then it is such a lovely day. It is really nice out. Michelle says, good evening, Sharon. Everyone being good. Check today. Yes. Everybody is getting checked today, definitely. And yes, and tonight we're having our moderator night with O'Neill. Yeah, at 8 o'clock, O'Neill TV. Yeah, we'll be on there. Hi there, Alani. All right, so welcome in. Okay, so it's been very interesting day. I must say I was very proud of Anthony for standing up to Angelina because the audience is tired of seeing he always turn the other cheek. You understand? And it's not good that you always have to turn the other cheek. Sometimes you have to let somebody knows that, look here, I'm not gonna always play down and pretend turn the cheek. I have to stand up and let them know, look here, I'm okay. I can stand up for myself. I will not tolerate this and stuff like that, right? So that is what Anthony was doing there. And then I really like the fact that Daniel called Denisha an adulterer because everybody is accepting and pretending or glossing over the fact that Denisha is in a marital home and in a relationship with a married man. And it all accepting. Wayne behave like says she's not doing it. Oh, Amber is not coming back. You're good and stuff like that. So it's like whatever Anthony is doing is accepting in the eyes of some people when it is not. And then there is Amber, and everybody's saying Amber is an adulterer, a cheater also, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we have to call a spade across the board with every single one of the characters. Today, I also noticed that Sade and the therapist were talking, and she let the therapist be aware of the fact that she have abandonment issue. She was in a relationship with Ralphie and or whoever relationship she was in, that the other person cheated and break her heart. I'm wondering, I didn't get to finish watched it. I dear Jeff, did you check Darren for Amber? E check Shayla and for Amber. E check Darren, E check Darren for Amber. E check Shayla and Angelina for Amber. I remember he did that once, Jeff, when he was in his car and Angelina was saying something to her along the line, and he says, "Don't let me bring the smoke to you, Angelina." She said, "Don't look at me." Yes, I know he checked her then. But he wasn't doing too much of a checking though, Jeff, honestly. You got that backward. Everyone is cheering on Amber the condemned Anthony. Yes, yeah, you're right. Everyone is you're right, you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Jeff. Yes. Everyone is cheering on Amber. Yes, it's true because everyone said, way to go on Anthony, Amber. Way to go, Amber. You're doing a wonderful job. Dave is a wonderful man. Yes, you're right, Jeff. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. Yes, that's what exactly what's happening. And then people is condemning Anthony. You're absolutely right. So well done there. Well done there. Thank you for reminding me. Michelle says, good evening, Sharon. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, thank you, darling. So it is really interesting to see. I love my favorite part, and I always use this idea, Shakir. Let's be honest on it. Finding out about Wayne damaged the man mentally. So it was always going to be hard to defend her. Not saying he's right. You're right, Shaquille. You're very right. And I have said it many, many times on the live here that what he did, he had Amber on a pedestal. And because he has Amber on a pedestal, when Anthony found out, when Shayla told him about what Amber did right up to the day of the wedding, he was crushed. And I think that is why is he took her off the pedestal. She fell off and cracked as an egg. And he never respect her after that. He always throw row in her face, Shayla Wayne in Amber's face because he was hurt. And we have to understand no man is going to accept that his wife was sleeping with his business partner right up to the day of the wedding. So we just have to call a spade at the end of the day. It was wrong for him to do it. Nobody was saying it is right. It was totally wrong. And then he continued the affair. I think his ego was bruised and hurt, and he continued the affair with Aunt Shayla and produced baby Kai, which we all, the audience, think Kai is actually not for Anthony. And now I have to wonder, did Anthony change that DNA test because he wants to be close to Shayla? Or maybe Angelina did? Because there's lots of question about that. Are they going to say, are they going to keep Kai still being Anthony's, or just to keep Shayla in the mix? But let's see. Hi, dear bestie. How are you doing? Hi, Nancy. Thank you for that email, darling. Appreciate it. All right. So, hi, dear Arrow. Arrow says, hello. Hello, Sharon. How was your day? It was okay, kind of chaotic, but okay. Good evening, Sharon, Mads, and chat. Goddess saying, welcome in, Goddess. And Goddess says, please hit the like button. All right, so let's show you guys poll. And the poll that I run is Anthony an idiot? Because, Angelina went over to thank you guys for that vote. And you guys says yes. You guys voted that yes, he is an idiot, as Angelina said. And the reason why she said that, guys, is because Anthony stand 10 tones down with her. He is not accepting that kind of behavior from her anymore. E is not taking nonsense from anyone anymore because E messed up with Amber, and E couldn't forgive Amber for the fact that she, what you call it there, did what she did with Wayne right up to the day of the wedding. But he has to remember she forgave him. That was then, but now it looks like she didn't forgive him. She'll go forgive Shayla, but I don't understand that part because that is still mind boggling. If you're divorcing the man for having an affair and having a child on you, why are you and Shayla still friends? So that's the part that's still mind boggling to me. All right, guys. Okay, so let's get it on with here now. And Nancy says, Anthony told Denisha how much he cares about her. Yes, he did tell her. And Disciple says, good evening, Goddess. Welcoming everyone. Era says, Goddess, I hope thee, Denisha, to make my day. She gave Shayla a good whooping. You'd love that. Okay, Goddess. So we're in Era. And then Jeff says, I think he earned a liquor side action. Jeff. Oh God, Jeff, you are unbelievable. Jeff. What am I gonna do with you, darling? All right. Um, so where is Jeff? All right, there you go. Okay, so Jeff, I'm sending you the link so you can come up and you can explain on that. And you can explain, come and be my co-host. Annette is gonna be here. I'm not sure if Charmaine gonna be. Charmaine says she's not feeling too good right now, and Terrian is busy at the moment. But let's see. All right. So hi there, Brian. Brian says Wayne stated he's not changing Kai dads. Okay, thank you, Brian. So I guess we're going to have Shayla in the Dalton marriage going forward. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying here. And now, after being G with Danisha, Anthony is now calling Shayla low vibration. Yes. And that's what Danisha said to him too, says, because I'm with you now, all of a sudden, Shayla is low vibration. But remember, Michelle, he also told Amber, you don't marry a woman like Shayla, right? Your wife, somebody like Amber. This is what Dave wants to do. She's a married woman, and he bought a house and he put her name on it, and she's still legally married. The ink isn't even dry, and the divorce, there is no divorce right now, and no ink was dried on there. You know what I mean? And hi there, Annette. Welcome in. How are you doing?
I am good, thank you, Sharon. How are you all doing? How's the chat? How's the family? How is everybody? Skitland was hot as popcorn. Oh my
Yes, it
word.
was.
It has been absolutely fabulous. Good to be back, everyone. Yep, I'm getting through as best as I can. You know what I mean, Sharon?
Yes, I know. I
Yeah.
know, eh? So it is hot like popcorn, right?
Yeah, now Nancy and I have become really good friends. So she said hi to me. So hi, Nancy. I am good.
Yes.
I hope you are good as well.
Yeah, everything is doing, yeah, everybody is doing good. All
Oh,
right, so Stephanie Max, yeah, sorry.
Charmaine's not well?
Yeah, she's not feeling too well, so I don't know if she'll be on. She's maybe
Okay.
not.
All right. Well, get well,
Yeah.
Charmaine.
And
Okay.
then Terrian says she has to do something, so I don't think we're gonna have them. Okay, here is Jeff. So we have a guy with us, so that's good.
Oh,
Hi
hi,
there, Jeff.
Jeff.
Hey, Ian. Hey, Sharon. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're good, thank you. Yeah, nice. Hi, Goddess. Yeah.
Yeah, so we Skit was skitting. So Steffi Max says here, Sharon, you see Shayla didn't tell Angelina Eman left her. Yes, I
Oh,
noticed that
no. Yeah.
because I saw when her mom says, and you have the nerve to be speaking about you in front of Denisha, talk about Eman left you all. Oh, and she still didn't tell her mother
No, she
I
because she
think
didn't.
know.
she thinks she can get him back. That's why she hasn't told her mom yet. She thinks she's gonna get him back.
Okay,
That's possibility. We never can tell in Skitland. Yeah.
They gonna
exactly.
find out together. Angelina and Shayla gonna find out about Delicia together. I think that's why she
Mm,
didn't know.
that would be great. Hi, Arrow. Arrow. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would be really good. Yeah,
Hilarious.
Nancy saying, did you see Shayla's face? Yeah, we saw it. We saw it, Nancy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it.
Here's the
It
picture.
was really nice to see. She didn't tell her mom. And her
Wow.
mom is yapping away and says, oh, Anthony's an idiot. The reason why she said he's an idiot is because he doesn't put down, he is standing up for once for himself. And then she's using his mom. Remember, she was trying to brainwash him
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
played along with her. She kidnapped him for the day to go shopping with her. And they
Yeah.
spoke about her and her mom. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it is what it is, you know.
It
So I'm
is.
really
Yeah.
proud of him to tell her, say, don't get it twisted, don't to talk about my mom. So
Hmm.
that is
Mhm.
really good. I
And
Yeah,
hear
they
she Wayne.
definitely.
and they've been using the information that he's given them like in confidence against him, which is like
Yeah.
starting to notice it. Like, hold on. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Jeff and Sharon. Hi, Goddess. Hope you're good. So you know what, Sharon and
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, before we get into the meat of the matter, as you said,
Mm-hmm.
has maybe this is a question for you, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Has Anthony changed?
no,
He's changing, but he isn't fully there yet.
no. He's
He's changing,
I
but he's not there yet.
I'm agreeing with Jeff. I'm still on the. I'll be like Charmaine. I'll use Charmaine's way. I'm on
he's
the
trying
fence.
to. He's getting
Yeah,
there.
he's trying to. He's trying to.
Yeah, like Sharon is saying, he's working on it, but yeah,
He's not there yet.
he's not close. But you
I
know,
still think he has a long way to go,
Oh,
personally.
definitely.
definitely.
Because you know what? Do you be honest now, Sharon and Jeff and chat?
Mm-hmm.
Will Anthony give Shayla that 20K?
No.
Probably. It's
Sharon, you should poll that. Please, please, please. I
yes.
beg you. I beg you, Sharon. Poll it. Poll it.
Yeah, let me drink some water. You make me choke.
Please, Sharon. Poll. Let's see what the chat is saying.
Okay, let's see what they said. So she said, pull it, Sharon.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so we're gonna pull it. All right.
Yeah, because we
I
want
don't
to
know,
know.
but if Shayla comes over there like I think she's about to, she might lose the rent money and any money
Mm-hmm.
and give toward that
Well,
party. And he
you
probably
know what?
got a little pool party in his backyard, hosted by Denisha. You know, she did Wayne's birthday party, so it's not, you know, completely against her abilities to throw a birthday party.
Yeah, well, let's see. Because as I said, I want to tread very careful waters regarding Anthony because of his history. And even though today we've had a glimmer of basically standing up for himself, but it's like he's been damaged so long. We want to
Mm-hmm.
know if really is this the turning point for Anthony, and how is that going to impact the rest of his life, sort of
Mm-hmm.
thing. So yeah. So oh, okay, you've polled it. Okay. Thank you, Sharon. Let's see.
I can't see it. When I do the poll, I can't see it unless I go
Oh,
to YouTube.
okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
can
not
see
even
it.
show on my phone either, so I don't get to. So that means that I'm not supposed to be polling either.
Okay, right. Okay, but yeah,
Only you guys. Okay,
but
so Steffi Max says Anthony stand up yesterday and today, 10 toes and fingers. Down today. Definitely Steffi Max. He did well. So let's give him a round of applause.
yeah,
So we need it
definitely.
to be sustainable for Amber. He's gonna get sustainable for Amber.
The day is not
That
over.
is a plan.
The day is not over. Let's see if he can
Yeah,
keep the same.
Sharon, you
He
see
might
how
fall.
he's yeah, sorry, Jeff. You see how he's wearing that t-shirt again?
Yes.
Oh
And
my
I zoom
goodness.
in on it today, on the way
And
to the doctor. I
yeah,
zoom in on it to says, oh my goodness, they let him wearing the t-shirt again. And I remember Gigi says Sharon and I think Marian says
uh-huh.
Sharon, he has that in every single color. So when
Yeah,
I saw him in the blue, I said, okay, I will zoom in and I will just put a screenshot to make that as my thumbnail for
yeah,
us to see that Jesus has a plan. And the plan
yeah.
is with Michelle husband too, because everything is going to, so maybe Anthony is going to get the Job
Joe,
moment, like what Charmaine says. So
yeah,
it
would
looks
you
like it's about to happen. I'm looking forward to see where the writer takes the storyline. It's very
yeah,
interesting. It's opening up. It is fantastic. I can't wait. I can't wait to sink my little teeth into what's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it is really fascinating, but it just shows you how, as much as sometimes we have a perception about the writers, they certainly know how to put a plot twist in, don't
Oh,
they?
definitely. And that's a big one.
Yeah, that will be a big. I want to say hi to Charmaine Campbell because I know she's also from London.
Yeah, she's from
Hi,
London.
Antoinette, and hi, Sharon. Oh,
Hi,
hi.
darling. How are you?
Good to see you. Well, yeah,
Okay,
I'm
good.
glad that you're here. Yeah.
Let me read some comments, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Because me just leave them out here. Okay, so right here, Michelle says, Angelina seems shocked when Anthony says Iman left Shayla. Yes, she
Yeah.
was shocked. She didn't know what he was talking about. Welcome
Yeah.
in, Charmaine. Steffi Max says, welcome in. But Denisha says, your daughter can't pay her rent. That's when over Angelina Ed. Yes.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
also said, I love the fact that Anthony says Shayla doesn't have a heart. I left Shayla,
Yeah.
Iman left Shayla,
Yeah. Yeah.
and your daughter, she wasn't even heartbroken over it, just like you. Shayla doesn't have a heart out, and you doesn't have a heart either. So that
Yeah.
was fantastic. Well done, Mr. Dalton, once more again. So I
Mm.
love that saying, and I will always say it from now on. Because it look like whenever I say something, me I forgot to say it every day. It looks like
Yeah. True.
I
Let's get
Right.
just
the
love
likes
that.
up, people. Let's get the likes up, people. It's free. Just double tap the screen.
Thank
Yes.
you, Jeff. Guys, get the likes up.
Yep. Everyone put a like in for Sharon. And remember, we keep it nice and respectful on this platform because, yeah, obviously we're going to have different opinions, which is fine. But let's
Yeah,
just keep it nice and respectful for all of us so that we can
yeah.
hear what you're saying. Era said, Sharon, Wayne
Mm-hmm.
has already laid a curse on Shayla in the presence of
Arby.
Miss Albie, and she will never get a man to put a ring on her finger. Oh my gosh, Era, you getting hard. You went
Happy curse on around in
Oh my
SkitLanta.
Thanks for that, Era. But I do kind of understand where you're coming from because it's true, she really
He's
treated
cursed.
Arby badly, you
Yeah, she
know.
did. She did.
Yeah, yeah, Sharon. There's a question I want to ask yourself and Lee and
Mm-hmm.
the chat late. I don't know if I want to do it now. Anyway, let me just do it now.
Yeah,
Okay,
do it
so
now.
you know, the fact that Anthony's found it really difficult to forgive Amber, right? We know
Yeah.
that was the main issue in terms of their
Yes,
marriage
yes.
because she cheated with Wayne up until the day of the marriage. But I find it really interesting. Shayla was cheating with Arby.
Mm-hmm.
Shayla was also sleeping with Mike while she was pregnant. And I don't see Anthony having that kind of venom towards, well,
Exactly.
he doesn't have, because he said that he loved her, whether it's he loves her because she's the child's mother. I
Yeah, the
don't
child
really,
mother.
whatever. But you can't tell a woman like Shayla you love them because they're going to take it to the other extent, right?
Exactly.
So my concern is, how does he, and now he's kind of buddy buddy with Wayne, even though I know secretly I still don't think they like each other. So why
Mm-hmm.
has Amber not been able to get that forgiveness? But maybe you're going to tell me, Sharon, it's when he changes. Maybe when he changes and turns over to be a better man. What do you say, Sharon and Lee? Because I
Okay.
find that
We'll
difficult.
let Jeff answer it first, and
Yeah,
then
you're
I will answer it.
okay.
I think he has forgiven her for it, but it's not something that I don't think they could just bounce back from just and be all good. Um,
Mhm.
like we talked about a few lives ago, the counseling sessions were mainly about Wayne and her cheating, and I
Yeah,
think that allowed him to kind of heal from that. But you'll
Mm-hmm.
never forget that type of betrayal. And let's not
Mm-hmm.
forget, Amber was like spinning that knife that was in his back when she told him Wayne was bigger. In the 3 years they've been together, she only got there 4 times. Like
but
she didn't. She's still slapping him in the face with Wayne. So
I
it.
know, but don't you think that was just words?
I
Don't you think
mean, those words came with some actions that.
I know, but I still think she was just trying to give him a. Cause Amber and Anthony had a very healthy physical relationship. Let's be real now. Let's
Yeah,
not
they
deny
do.
that.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking. But anyway, I'll let you carry on. But yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
no, those words that can cut a man deep. It doesn't even matter if she's lying because she did that in front of his best friend, and you know his best friend is not like clocking that type of, So he's like, dang, ouch.
Okay.
So public embarrassment hurts, bro. So
But
I I
I
don't know.
I think that both of them have embarrassed each other. I think
Exactly. I was about
oh
to say that.
yeah, go on, Sharon.
I was about to say that they both embarrass each other. Yes, but Jeff and Annette, you guys are
Mm,
absolutely right. But
mm,
I will just say this:
mm,
for you to have your wife says he told Shayla she's a good girl. Amber
mhm,
doesn't deserve this,
yeah.
and you're lying. And then
Mhm,
only and to be old when he finds out he couldn't.
mm,
Although he was being a hypocrite when you really look at it.
mm,
Remember, he's sleeping with Shayla all this time. And he
mhm,
found out when he tried to break it off with Shayla.
yeah.
And he is behaving like says he was a saint. And
Mhm,
she is in the wrong because she slept with Wayne. He
yeah.
was doing the same exact same thing. So when we really look at it, Anthony was an hypocrite. He
Mhm,
was doing the same thing. So why should he? He should really give her forgiveness
yeah.
because he produced a child too, and he started that cheating with Shayla. And I pretend, oh, let me tell, oh, did you and Wayne do that? And he was mad. He was angry. He was venting a lot to Dalen about it. You know what I mean? And Dalen says, but you're doing the same exact thing. You're with her best friend.
Mm,
That's her best friend.
yeah.
But
That's
Yeah,
Anthony behave like say it's like says he you see oh Shayla didn't take accountability for what she did to Amber.
yeah.
because
Anthony did not take accountability that he was sleeping with her best friend and even
Mhm,
produced a child with the best friend. So Jeff,
no, you
this is what I say, and regardless, he's feeling away. Amber should feel away too. So maybe
mhm.
they do deserve not to be together because Amber took his choice away for not telling him that they had the wedding. I if me wake up in a somebody else's bed, would even bother show up at the church. Seriously.
but
No,
it does
absolutely,
It-
you're
happen
right.
though.
Go ahead, Ann. I'm sorry.
No, it does happen though. It does.
No, but you're right. You're right. I mean, he is being a hypocrite, and I think yeah, she has too. It's
So,
they don't need to forgive each other if they're not gonna be together. It don't matter if they forgive each other.
yeah.
mm,
But if
if
they're gonna
mhm.
stay in this marriage, obviously the forgiveness has to happen. But they're
Exactly.
divorcing, so it don't matter if they forgive each other or not.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that. I just want to read this from Ann Jones. And Anthony has not changed. He is listening to the praises of the world. He has not fallen on his knees and asked God to lead him into forgiveness. And Michelle says Anthony and Amber skits are similar. Angelina talks about Anthony's mother. Amber talked about Wayne's mother. Yes, well
Yes.
spotted, Michelle. Well spotted. I'd like to say, yeah, that was very much so. Again, we see the twinning that goes on with Anthony and Amber, and
Exactly.
this is just Andy, Annette, my viewpoint. I know the level threes or people that are just
Oh no,
so.
we're not using that again. And no, we're not doing no
Oh, we're
level.
not.
No, we're
Okay,
cutting that out. I'm not following nobody. I'm not saying it.
okay, okay. So
Yes,
I'll
we're
scratch
not.
that. So
Yeah,
the
we're not.
Amber, the
Yes.
Amber, the Amber super fans. Can I say that? The Amber super
Yeah,
fans.
super fans. Yeah, we
Okay,
can say that. Yeah.
okay. So the Amber super fans may not want to hear what I'm going to say. From all what I'm seeing in all these skits, to be honest, I see the Daltons getting back together. Maybe not now, but definitely in the future.
Yeah.
Because Denisha and Dave, as Wayne said, 'cause remember Wayne, when he says things, they are gonna be the blessing for Anthony and Amber because
Yes.
they're teaching Anthony and Amber to think and behave differently. So
Definitely.
when they come back to each other, they're gonna have a different kind of viewpoint and
Perspective. Respect
on
for each other.
exactly. So that's me. So that's for the Amber super fans, which I absolutely adore everyone. So whether
Yeah.
you're a super fan or not a super fan, it's all good. But okay then. So thank you for that. Thanks, Sharon, and thanks for that correction. I will Keep that noted.
Yeah.
I agree, Annette. I think
Mhm.
I think what's going to happen. What we're seeing with Evelyn's family, they're clearly criminals, and
Mm,
Amber's going to get caught up in there somehow, and
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony's probably going to have to be the one to come save her. You know
yeah,
the
yeah,
narrative right now is Anthony has never done anything to protect her,
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
what's going to happen. And then
yeah,
they fall in love again, and they're going to talk about
yeah,
it on the podcast, and everybody going to be mad except
yeah,
Amira. She only one going to be happy for him.
yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
gonna lose his house, and they're gonna move into the lakeside mansion.
Exactly, Jeff. Well said.
Jeff, you read my mind.
Let's give
Goodness
Jeff a
me.
round of applause. Well said. Because Dave is really a simp. They're calling Anthony a simp. Trust me,
Mhm.
Dave is a simp. The woman is still legally married to this man. And
Exactly.
he put her name on the deed. So
Exactly.
Anthony's actually gonna, it looks like he's gonna lose that house for real, Jeff. I
Mm,
think Eklund mentions that he's gonna lose the house.
yeah,
So
but
of course it looks like that's what's gonna happen. And I
yeah.
think it will either be Anthony save Amber or Amber save Anthony because you
Mm,
notice after Angelina, Joe Itel runs Angelina off his property, say, get off my property.
yeah,
His exact word was, I will say it politely, get
yeah,
off my, drive off my property.
yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
then when she leave, he had his hand on his back of his neck like this. And I said, oh boy, look
Yeah,
like he's going to have a stroke or something, but something is brewing.
yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and it looks like he's actually going to get his job moment, as Charmaine says, because at the end of the day, Michelle, husband, is going to extort money from Anthony, Darren, and Ben because he's going to let them pay up. But at first I says, okay, maybe if those kind of people, maybe they will give him a birthday party. But if he has the evidence, or they're gonna give him birthday party and he has the evidence,
Well,
he has
it's
to be very careful because
yeah.
so it looks like
You,
they all have businesses, in my opinion. They have their legal businesses and then they have a crooked way of making money, like a Ponzi scheme or whatever it is. I don't know. I think
okay.
Charmaine mentioned something along the line as that.
Uh,
So let's see what happened. But
yeah,
trust me, something big is coming. He
yeah,
said to
definitely.
Michelle, go to the bank, get a business loan, and with your money and mine, with my, because on that thumb drive, it has something to do with what Ben is doing with to his client. His client would love to know what he's
Mm,
actually doing with their money. So I'm looking forward to see what
mm,
happens, how they develop that story, because that is a big plot twist coming, guys, and I just
yeah.
can't wait for it to drop. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
I'm waiting at
Definitely.
the edge of my seat, ready to sink my teeth into that. So
Yeah.
popcorn, anyone,
I think
we need
Sharon,
to.
you need to get a bottle of stone ginger wine when you're watching that. I think that would
I
be
know,
really
right?
appropriate. Can I
Oh
just
my
read a couple of
goodness, no more
comments?
stone ginger wine for me.
Can I just read a couple comments,
Water.
Sharon? Can I read a couple of comments?
Yes, I will read some more comments. Oh, I
Okay.
think, and then Goddess says, I'm surprised Shayla rent isn't paid yet. I know, eh? I
Mm,
thought she said he was supposed to pay it the first of the month, and then she said, "Oh, my rent need to pay." They just show that in just for her to
yeah.
say she need
Mm,
her rent to pay because that should have paid already. But then
Now this
yeah.
I
is for
guess,
September. She needs September rent now.
oh,
Mm,
yes,
that's
yes,
coming up
yes.
now. Yeah. Okay. So, Eros says, Goddess of London, Anthony is not going to pay the rent money anymore after what Angelina did today. We'll see.
He will pay it.
We'll
He gonna pay
see.
it.
No,
I
he
think he
will pay it
gonna pay it.
because of his son. He wants his son. He says, I'm paying her bills, I'm paying her rent, and I'm taking care of my son. He will do that. One thing he will not.
Mm. Uh,
And then Nancy says, Anthony, super simp. Well, that they, it's a super simp too.
well,
Him and Anthony both tied together.
you know what, Nancy? For today, he's not. Today he actually did well. But I understand why everyone's thinking like that because we know for the last how many years he's allowed Shayla and Angelina to just roll over him like that. So that's why people are very cautious. So let's see what happens. Let's see if this the new Anthony. Yeah. Over
Well,
to you.
that's him being a pushover, not necessarily a simp. He's definitely a simp. He's that. But
Mm,
what
he's
he's been allowing from Angelina and Shayla is just him being a pushover.
yeah.
when you try to be the nice guy, sometimes you eat crow and he's
I
done.
know,
He's
but
full now, so
he didn't put Shayla in her order as a baby mother or mistress. He allowed Shayla to overpower him in a sense, and then Amber was like the mistress. So had he done his business properly, yes, having an affair with her, the mistress should never override the wife, but Anthony
yeah.
allowed that. So in one sense, I'm not that sympathetic towards him because he's the one that allowed this. So if he can make the change, I'd be really interesting to see. Steffi
Yeah,
Mack says, if Anthony doesn't take the stand now, next year Kyle's birthday will be about 30K. But Steffi, you're so right. You know why? Because remember, last year's party was 15,000, and we all know that wasn't even worth that. And obviously, and Shayla's going to increase the price because she's allowed to do that. So had he put his foot down from the baby was born, we'd be looking at a different storyline. You,
I don't
Sha?
think it would have mattered. Shayla's unhinged, so he would have put his foot down. She'd have picked it up. So it's
Yeah. Okay. Over to you, Sharon.
okay. So you know what? I will jump piggyback on what both of you guys says. Well done, guys,
Mhm.
and for chat family. People always, when you're kind to them and you just let them have their way with you, they take your kindness for weakness. You understand?
Mhm.
And Angelina was shocked today that Anthony did not budge on that 20,000 because at the end of the day, he is not going to accept nonsense. You know,
Well, let's see.
because of Denisha, and Goddess said it in the chat perfectly. She says Denisha actually changing Anthony. That's what a Goddess says. So kudos to
Mhm.
you, Goddess, for saying that. A lot
Mhm.
of people not picking up on what Anthony is actually doing. They're
Yeah.
only seeing the negativity. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, the writers need to cut that out.
Yeah. Because.
Anthony and Amber said they forgive each other, and then they renew their vows. And then
Mm,
all of a sudden, Amber started says she want a divorce, and she is keep be still best friend with with Shayla.
Shayla. Yeah.
And I
Definitely.
remember what she said to Shauna,
Mhm.
that did Anthony tell you that the baby that he has with my best friend, that he has a child with my best friend. I was pregnant. I lost my child. That baby
Mhm.
should have been mine. So
Mm.
she's still hurting over the
Yeah.
baby because she even told Dave about the baby. You understand that,
Yeah.
Sheila?
Oh yeah. We have
And
to.
she was
Mm,
hurt about the fact that Anthony threw that back in her face. So
yeah.
if we're gonna call a spade, they were both horrible to each other.
Exactly.
You
they
know,
were.
they were. Anthony
They.
was cheating and pretend like he wasn't cheating with Shayla when he was. And then I
Mhm.
ridicule her for sleeping with Dave right Wayne
Wait.
right up to the day of the wedding. He
Mm,
was sleeping that whole time when he
yeah.
was chastising her. So he's no better. So we
No.
just
Is
have
the.
to keep it 100. On this
Yeah.
channel, we are called a spade a spade. We're not going to no, we're not going to deviate from whatever happened. The
Yeah.
reason
Definitely.
why I'm here saying God has a plan, we want to see what God's plan is. Are
Mm,
they going to do like what Charmaine says? Charmaine says they're gonna break that they have to
break them
tear it
down.
down. Let Anthony as a Joe moment because Anthony worshiped the money. And
Yeah.
Amber has to change too. Because she never put she let
Mm,
anybody disrespect Anthony.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
but she wants Anthony to stand up for her. Come on now, guys. We have to call
Mm.
a spade a spade.
No, they both are wrong. They
Yeah, they
both.
both are wrong. So
Me.
this
Okay.
is why Dave is in her life for a reason. This is why
Mhm.
Denisha is in
Denisha.
Anthony's life for a reason.
Yeah.
Right now, we can see that Denisha is actually good for him if you really look at that. She's
Mhm.
there to teach
Well,
him.
let's
Mhm.
see. Let's see how far she does it.
How far they go? Oh, if
I'm,
they're gonna actually put them
again,
together.
it's just like I said the other day on your live, maybe a few days back. I'm still wary of Dave and I'm
Yeah,
still
you are.
wary of Delisha. I know they're doing what they're supposed to do to help the Daltons, but there's just something that I can't put my finger on it, but I'm still very much aware of them. Nancy said Anthony said he was sad and depressed. He was looking at, that's true. And to be honest, again, I see Denisha, she's doing what she's her role is. But I think the surface level or the deep level, Anthony's still quite upset about the fact that Amber's trying to divorce him, because that's who he loves, ladies and gentlemen, whether we want to believe it or not. That's where his heart is, with
It's true.
Amber. And
Yes.
Mhm.
Amber, deep down as well, her heart is with her husband. Like she said, she wanted him to stand up for her, to see her. And through the fact that Denisha and Dave are around, this is how the Daltons are going to learn to be better people for
Mhm.
themselves.
It's true.
Again, just Andy, Annette's opinion. I'm not one of the writers, but I'm definitely always love to be on Sharon's show because she gives me the opportunity to share my viewpoints with yourselves. And likewise, we want to hear from the audience as well. And also to you, Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're either gonna be a lesson or a blessing when it comes to a
Mm,
relationship.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think Dave and Denisha are gonna be those lessons for Amber and Anthony so that they could be blessed and get back together. Because
Yeah.
when they started off, it was like, oh yeah, this is good for Amber and Ant.
Yeah.
And then it just all went to
Mm, yeah, you're right. You're right. Goddess said, Nancy, he said he was sad and depressed when Amber left him. And again, Goddess, you're spot on. He was. And remember, Sharon, do you remember when he said if he found out that Amber had a man, he would cry like a baby?
Yeah,
and he went crawling to Denisha crying like a baby too.
Oh dear,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
true.
yeah. Okay, over to you, Sharon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
what
you
was the
very much.
poll? What was the poll result, Sharon? The one that you.
Let's see what I asked. Oh, the one with what you asked before.
Yeah.
I wait there. I don't know if I can see it. Hold on. I have to go back to let me end. I just asked a poll if Anthony is a scammer. And
Hmm.
let me see what they say. Uh-oh, my screen disappear on me.
Okay.
73% are saying no, 27% are saying yes.
And you know what?
Okay,
I don't
thank
believe
you.
Ant's the scammer. I think he allowed Ben and Darren to hide his money because he just couldn't believe that Amber came back to him genuinely. And he thought if she was going to ever divorce him, right, I'm going to put my money. I don't believe, I mean, I might be wrong. I don't believe sorry, I don't believe Anthony's a scammer, but he allowed them to move his money. But now he might not even know where his money is. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he's a scammer either.
I think he's
Because
just
if he was a
part.
scammer, he would have knew what to do with the money before Darren and Ben had to come in and.
Yeah, because he did have to ask Ben to move, hide it for him, and Darren, isn't it?
Hmm.
You know what I mean, Sharon? He didn't. That's just my viewpoint. It might be wrong, you know? Yeah. Okay. Read
But
some
he
more.
is a gold digger based on the conversation we had yesterday. He stays around Wayne for the money opportunity.
Yeah. Yes, he does. He wants to get his he wants to get his bag as well. Okay, Steffi Mackey says Misha husband will cost Amber to get her 60%. Misha needs to go look for Amber. Interesting, Steffi
Does
Mack.
Michelle like Amber though? Because she had an
Yeah,
issue with Amber when
yeah, she
Danielle
did.
was telling her about the "you not a sister"
Yeah.
comment. So
Yeah, you're right. Nancy says, please share and subscribe and support. Thank you for that, Nancy. Marvis says they're fixing Anthony for Amber. Oh yeah.
I think
Thanks,
so.
Grandma. I we agree with you. Nancy says smash the like button. And Goddess says, Sunita, good evening and welcome. Jeff, this is you. Let's get the likes up. Okay. Shayla from Nancy is as cold as that. Like I said, for me, Shayla is she's that ultra Jezebel spirit, which Sharon and I and Terry and are gonna have that conversation. It's just been taking us a while to get through it, but no, and Angelina as well. They are not too right. Jeff, can you read any of the comments?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, go
Um,
on then. Wherever you want to
Suzette,
go.
I'm gonna start from the bottom just because it's
Okay,
easy.
yeah.
Suzette says, "I think Creepy Dave make Amber happy." I mean, a little bit. And is he creepy? Do you think he's creepy? I think he's weird to buy a girl a $3
A
million
married
house
woman,
out
a
the gate.
house.
Uh,
Okay,
let's see.
okay. Oh, over to you, Jeff.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to see any. Ann Jones said many people don't end with the person that they love. They end up with the people who make them better people. I agree with that. I like that.
That's a nice comment. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
David's trying to teach Amber to not be so emotional about everything. So did Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And to think for herself. She's not listening yet. Hopefully, she will get there. That's from Nicole Graham.
Okay.
All right. Arrow said Anthony hiding his money does not make him a scammer. Same with Amber.
Mm,
She is also hiding money from Anthony.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Suzette says, Annette, you hit the nail right on the head. Yeah, thanks, Suzette. Can't remember what I said, but I said something sensible. So yeah, thank you for that. Right. Sharon, are you ready to
Yeah,
continue? Okay, over to you,
thank you
Sharon.
guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys did very well. Okay, so here is, let me see. Lauren tells Shayla. Oh, you think Lauren is gonna tell Shayla about Iman, and I can't wait for, seriously right now. I can't even bother with that. I'm just interested
Mm,
what's going on with Anthony money, with Ben money, with Darren.
mm,
I want to know what's going on with the money. That's all
mm.
I care about.
Okay.
What
Because right now
about
they're just prolonging. For it's like
Okay.
so they don't want Shayla to know. And sometimes when they draw something out so long, when they finally expose it, we just over it. We say, oh, okay.
Exactly. It's
Because
flat
that's
like a
how I
balloon.
felt when
Mm-hmm.
When Anthony stand up to Sheila and says, "Oh, I love my wife," and whatever. There, to me, it was a okay moment. It wasn't so dramatic. I was, you know what I mean. So it is just what it is. um it wasn't that one. It was when Amber taught them together. It was
Mm-hmm.
really nice. I enjoyed that and everything, but they don't need to keep on stretch it. Don't stretch it too much. It's like when you have the Holy Ghost if you're in a Pentecostal church or church, you know about the Holy Ghost. When God
Yeah.
is in the present, you don't need to keep on. When God come and him show up and then in gone, you don't need to continue. You know what I mean? So the writers them need to know when to not pull it out so long. Just just
Mm,
bring it to a conclusion. So
yeah,
now they're going to put a mix in it with, no, they're putting in Michelle husband to blackmail Darren, Ben,
see,
and
even
Anthony. And I'm just waiting for that. We don't know when the mediation, if they're gonna have a mediation.
oh
We
gosh,
don't.
we've
We
been
only see that Dave bought Amber a house, put her name on it,
and
as he said,
Anthony.
and for Anthony and Amber.
Yeah.
And both lawyers, it's not me, guys. I'm not saying it. Both lawyers said it's marital asset. So I
Yeah.
know whoever live in Georgia says, look here, Sharon, it is not, it's a gift. It wasn't from the marital, it's Dave money. But guys, it's not me saying it. It is from
Mm,
Skitland,
yeah.
Country Wayne skit. There says,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony lawyer Candice says, marital property.
Yeah.
Amber lawyer, Constance says marital
Marital
property. They do not
property.
care who purchased it. It is in her
Yeah.
name. It's
Yeah.
marital property.
Yeah.
Anthony is doing a lot. So remember, they're showing us Anthony's doing these big lavish spending, but he always using, well, when in Welsh Fargo,
Wells
whatever.
Fargo.
Eh?
Mm-hmm. The bank. Wells
Yeah, the
Fargo.
bank envelope. So they're showing
Yeah.
us the envelope for a reason, because everything is gonna come back to bite Anthony in the butt. So no matter what we are watching, so it's a lot of teaching moments. There is a lot of nuggets for us to pick up on
Mm,
and then put together, and then everything we will just help them tight up together. And sometimes
mm,
by reviewing this content with your read your guys comment, you're
mm,
also reviewing it with us, right? So we're doing the review. And although they will flame ahead of time sometimes,
mm.
or they will flame, they will add in
Yeah,
whatever
bits.
happening now,
Yeah.
or they will add what we said, because sometimes it makes sense what we are saying. And they say,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't really think of it that way. Let me use that. And
Yeah.
you will
Well,
see what you say end up in the on the skit there. So
it's
it's
true,
just us
Sharon.
helping them write their story.
Yeah, definitely, Sharon. But and it'd be nice if we get the credit because I know yourself, Charmaine, O'Neill, Dante,
Riri.
Anthony, all there's quite a
Yeah.
few. other content creators. What's her name on? Oh, Sassy. I think it's Sassy.
Yeah. So
Well,
you're
they're
right.
saying things, but one thing we have to also bear in mind, chat and Sharon and Lee, we know we don't see everything
It's
in
Jeff
it.
and not Lee. Jeff.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
cool.
thinking about Lee. Jeff,
It's
my
cool.
apologies.
You good.
Excuse the English brain. I need to make myself a nice cup of tea
You
before I
good.
go on
We
to the other on with O'Neill.
we
What I
good.
was
That
trying
just mean Lee need to go ahead and pop on in.
okay, what I
Is
want
Lee
to
in?
I didn't see him in the
I
chat.
didn't see him.
Okay, maybe they're off for now.
Yeah.
Ian, Brian not in the chat. I don't see them.
Okay. But you know what I want to kind of add to as well, Sharon and Jeff and the chat? I reckon, even though they haven't showed it, I think Amber signed the document already for the house. Because that would make more sense. Do you know what I mean? I know they say it needs to be
Mm,
no, but remember we don't see everything, and her name is on the deed. So this is just me thinking out loud. I might be wrong. You know what I mean? I might be wrong, but yeah, this is just me. Because then that would be really interesting. Because that house, as you rightly, it's going to be the new Dalton house in the future. I think we all can kind of see that. Well, some of us can see that. Do you know? So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Over to you, Sharon.
yeah.
Oh, that's water.
Yeah. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So it is a lot going on right now, you know?
Mm.
And
Mm.
it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're so right. I could read some comments. This discipline or disciple says, let them both move on and get their divorce. Nancy says they need to break him down. Yes, Nancy. Shayla acts like she hasn't done anything wrong. You're so right, Nancy. She's oblivious to what's going on in her life.
Yeah.
And then Era says Anthony's not thinking about Amber. Okay, we'll see about that, Era. Thank you for that. Sunita says Anthony needs to free Amber and go and marry Denisha. You know what? Again, I've said this before. Anthony and Amber, if in the event they don't get back together, I don't think they should get married to anyone. Not for now. They
Me.
need that break. Because wouldn't that be that rebound? If they
Yeah.
if Amber actually marries Dave, that's going to be a rebound because she's still got some sort of feelings for Anthony. The same for if Anthony was to marry Denisha, he's still got some feelings for Amber. So they need a real break and heal themselves. If they're meant to come back together, they will. If they're not, then so be it. But not to just jump into another marriage like that. No.
I think Amber is more equipped to leave than Anthony is. Anthony is more filling the void of leaving Amber. I think she had consciously left when she met Dave and started eating chocolate ice cream for breakfast.
I know, but I hear what you're saying, Jeff. But remember, she
True.
still doesn't know anything about Dave, really. What? Okay, okay. What does she know about Dave?
He dark skinned, tall, and got giraffes in his backyard.
And is that enough for her to? Is that enough for her to marry him?
Oh, if I bumped into a chick with giraffe in the yard, I might just, you feel me?
Oh, you make me laugh, Jeff.
No,
Yeah.
some people does just meet 2 weeks and get married, and they have the best marriage, and they're still together for 60 years. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
it does happen like that.
I
Okay,
suppose.
so generational wealth is said here. We still need to know what in the envelope. Definitely
Yes,
generational wealth.
generational
And
wealth. We
what
need that.
Dave into with Evelyn family. Why her dad keeps saying what he's saying. I know. Her
Yeah.
dad is calling him son and everything. Yeah, I'd love to know what's going on with that. Yeah. They have a
Well,
good relationship. That's all I can say.
they do. And I mean the fact that the father's calling Dave son, that means he's got a lot of respect for Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And they may also be instrumental in trying to get Evelyn back with Dave.
Yeah, that is true. That is so, so true. And
Hmm.
it is such a wonderful, well, we'll see because he does not like Steve.
Steve. No, he
I
doesn't.
think Evelyn boyfriend name is Steve. and he doesn't
Mhm.
like him, and he even says, "I love you, Dave." So when he's up there, he wants to go look at
Oh,
a classic, a car. I don't know what remember the name of cars because I only know what I know.
okay.
So
Yeah.
he's going to look at a vintage vehicle, and Dave is gonna go with him, and he wants Dave to go with him. You know
Oh,
what I
right.
mean?
Okay,
So,
that's good. I
so
just want to.
that's a good thing.
Can
Yeah.
I read this from Eklund? She says, Annette, she hasn't signed anything. It's supposed to take place next Friday. That's what the realtor said. Okay. Well,
Okay.
thanks for
Okay.
the head up.
Thank you for
Thanks.
that.
Okay, Eklund, I know you're always spot on. So, yeah, well, let's see if they're going to do a skit around that. That will be interesting. But remember, Dave and Wayne, when are they supposed to be going to LA? Does anybody know the date? Because
I thought it was this week they were supposed to go. No,
this
they said
weekend?
no the 20. He said the 26th through the 28th. He was.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what happens there.
I know I saw on Facebook Shayla and a few of them were filming in LA. So
Oh, okay. So Shayla's gone to LA. Okay, that'll be interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, generational wealth. How Anthony needs to break down and Amber don't need to break down. They both
Mm.
need to break down
I think
generational
she
wealth.
did. We saw her in the mansion crying. She was looking musty. She had her breakdown, I think. So
Yeah.
that's why we all felt bad for her, and we were really against Anthony in those moments.
Yeah.
She had her breakdown, and he had a little one where he prayed for his wife back, but I don't remember to pray vividly enough to know if he really asked for some true forgiveness.
Well, maybe I suppose in that sense we have to be subjective because even though we or some people might not believe that prayer was genuine, that may be from his stance that was a
Mhm.
genuine prayer. Do you know what I mean? For Anthony.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I kind of think that prayer is subjective, isn't it? And it's personal. So there
Hmm.
shouldn't be, I mean, we know like our Father what in heaven, that prayer, people will say that, but somebody might use a different prayer and that might be, acceptable to them. I'm just giving a different perspective. I'm not saying you're wrong, Jeff, but
No,
I'm just saying,
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm
okay.
I'm gonna put it out there because what you just said, you're right. The way Anthony, he's not a big religious church person, so
Yeah,
that may be the best he had, and
exactly.
and
Yeah.
that's okay if he gave it his all. What more can you really ask for in a prayer? I think if my prayer wouldn't sound like Deontay's prayer. Let's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
let's
You
be
know.
real. So yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Then Era says, Annette Davis, I'm replying Amber worship. Okay. And then Anne says she met his family though, Annette. Oh, she met his family.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that referring to, Anne? Do you know who that's referring to, Sharon?
What? Oh, what? Who says what?
Anne said she met his family though. She met
Anthony batters with God. He does not
Whose
submit.
family? Anthony's or Dave's?
Anthony's a what? Dave.
Oh yeah, but his family was not feeling her.
Yeah,
Okay, so she says Dave mom did not like that
oh
Amber is married, yeah?
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
she did not care for Evelyn. She likes Amber right away before she found out about the marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, but we do not know what happened between them. Maybe because Dave dad loves Dave. Evelyn dad loved Dave, and
Yes, he
I
does.
do not
Yeah.
know why she doesn't like Evelyn. They didn't show us, so
Mm,
only could think maybe how some people just want you to marry your own. Maybe that's it. I don't know. They have to give us some backstory for us to
mhm.
know why the mom likes Amber and not Evelyn. Maybe she
Okay.
sees something in Evelyn
Evelyn
that
family criminals.
nobody
Yeah,
can see, right?
yeah, you're right, Jeff.
Criminals.
They're
That's what
criminals.
it
The
is.
family, I think they are criminals. And maybe that's what Dave's mom doesn't like.
Yeah,
Even though she said, oh, she sees that Dave and Amber love each other. For me, sometimes they throw these words around too often,
yeah,
but yet she knows that her son is a robber and a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they can get forgiveness regarding that, but again, to me it just seemed like they'll set, if they do get married, it's still not going to be a good foundation because how they actually met before. That's just my opinion. And Eklund just said Evelyn is going to be with Wayne. That's the directions the writers are going. You could be right there, Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Iselin, sorry, my brain, I'm like
Jeff.
looking at this. Yeah, go on then, Jeff, over to you.
Now that was the prediction that we all had, that Wayne was gonna end up being single by the time he headed off to LA, and he meet up with Evelyn. Is Evelyn a vegan too? I'm not sure. I know she's promoting this
Yeah,
vegan.
she's promoting the vegan restaurant thing. Yeah, I'm not too sure if she is a vegan.
She
But
may be able to cook vegan food, and that's all you really need with Wayne
as long as you
is some
as long as
chickpeas and dragon fruit, and he good.
you know what made me laugh the other day, Sharon.
Eklund said yes, she is a vegan. So
Oh, she's a vegan. Oh, thank Eklund, you always spot on. I just love getting the information from so many of the chat fam. You know what made me laugh, Sharon, the other day, and Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
When when sorry, when when Lauren was taking a call in Wayne's bathroom, and Wayne said he didn't hear her wash her hands. And then she had to get out of the bed again and pretend she washed her. And I think he was thinking, oh boy, I'm not going to allow you to cook for me anymore.
right, she should have just said I went in there to poop, and that would have been cool. Like I didn't use it. I just had to excuse me. I
Oh
went to
gosh.
poop. I don't need to wash my hands for a poop.
Yeah,
But
Generational Wealth says Ann Jones, his mom doesn't like Amber like that either. No, and it's because of, what she's actually doing with her son. And then remember, she said something, she doesn't want like the evil spirits of Anthony to be on her son, something like that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Over to you, Sharon.
Yeah. Yeah. She said that. She said a lot of things. So let me take some comments here.
Yeah.
So Sanita says Anthony and Amber is still not back together no time soon. No, I think they're going to drag this out
Yeah.
because there's a lot for them to learn, right?
Yeah,
This marriage
definitely.
is over. So Eklund says, Annette, oh, you read that already. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so let me come down. Did you read generational wealth? Did you read this comment?
It depends what was it.
Anthony had a breakdown. That's what a breakdown. It doesn't say how you can break down to the creator. He said, come as you are. And Shayla ruined his life. Karma, karma. Now he stood up. It's a problem. And
Right.
generational wealth, he did. He get on his
Mm.
knees
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
he prays as a sinner because he says, I
Mm,
come to you humbly.
mm,
He did say a sinner's prayer to God, and he confessed his sin to God. And
mm,
God did hear his prayer, but it says, be careful of what you ask for, you will get it. So
mm.
will he lose everything for him to get his wife? So let's see if that's
Let's
what
see.
God has a plan has to do with it, because they're
Yeah.
still bringing up back God has a plan. So let's see how
Mm.
they're going to do it. All right.
And remember, Sharon and Jeff, Anthony's always wearing the t-shirts. Anthony is always wearing God has got a plan t-shirts. So I know it's going to be around him anyway as well. Ann Jones says Dave's mom did not like Amber. She is married, but she did not care for Evelyn. She liked Amber right away before she found out about the marriage. I think that we read that already. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thank you very much, guys. And thank you, Annette and Jeff. And then Antoinette says, I think when he's already in LA, because I saw on his Instagram what he was saying, some things. Okay, thank you for that,
Okay.
Antoinette.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Sanita says, Anthony says Denisha is his wife. He says she will be his wife. He says not his
Mm,
wife. He
yeah.
told Angelina, they're my family. He meant the baby and Denisha. And he says, she's going to be my wife. And Angelina turned to him. The nugget is, guys, she
Mm,
turned to him and said, you're still married.
still married. Yeah. That's
You
it.
understand, guys? You're
Yeah.
still married. You guys have to pick up the nuggets.
Oh
You
yeah.
are
Exactly.
still married.
Yeah.
The
He's still
other
married.
nugget was Daniel said to Denisha, you're an
Hmm.
adulterer. And nobody pick
Yes.
up on that. She's an
Yes.
adulterer.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right?
I just want to read this from Eklund. Annette, I've been saying that Anthony's prayer was answered. Waiting to see his reaction when he loses everything. That's right, Eklund, because he said, what, take away everything, but like get his wife back or something like that. I can't remember the words completely. But yes, I agree with you, Eklund. Thank you for saying that. Yeah,
Eklund with
yeah.
the nuggets. Shout out to Eklund real
Yeah,
quick.
she's
Yes, let's
Eklund,
give
you're on
her.
fire tonight. You're on fire, fire, fire.
I know, right? There
Yeah,
you go. Actually, get a round of applause.
you're
And
welcome.
Donnell says, it seems like Dave is a little Wayne because all of the women in his past he still work with and he calls on them. Yes,
Yeah,
he is
most
definitely
definitely.
what we're seeing, they're showing us says Dave is similar to
Wayne.
Wayne. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
That is
definitely.
so
Well said
true.
there, Donna. Well says.
Yeah, that is so true.
What is it? Donnell? Donnell.
Yeah,
Donnell. Because it's Don Nell. Yeah, Donnell. Okay.
right,
And then
okay.
Anna Jones says Amber was raised like Dave. Yes.
Yeah,
They both were. Generational
PK.
wealth says Nancy. If he loses his money, then Amber loses you because he's going to have to pay Anthony in the divorce court. You all have to see that. Thanks again,
Okay.
generational wealth.
Yeah,
It
well
depends
let's
on
Anna
when
Jones
he
said
loses the
Amber and
money.
Dave are pastor kids. Yes.
mm,
And Suzette P says, Dave and Evelyn should get back together. You never
mm-hmm.
know because the daddy is trying to get that. He doesn't care that he's seen somebody else. And
He kind of just like obliviated that, that
I
because
know,
Evelyn said, "Oh, but he's got a girlfriend." The father said, "Well, like that doesn't matter." You know what I mean? He's not injured. He just wants Dave back on site. So I'm wondering, Dave's
They laundered
backstory
money for them.
could
yeah.
be he's involved with Eklund's family, and they look like they're.
Evelyn's.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. Evelyn's family, maybe they are gangsters or something like that. That could be a
No,
possibility.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
think.
laundered
Yeah,
money for them. That's
yeah, I
big.
reckon so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Anna Jones says Dave Mon feels like Amber will ask for forgiveness due to her background and repent.
Mm-hmm.
We will see.
We'll see.
All of those things will happen eventually. And generational wealth says Wayne goes to go after Evelyn and Dave going to feel some type of a way about it.
Mm,
I agree.
that might be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a good twist.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Everybody says
Generation
she's
West says
vegan.
she can cook really good. Lauren
Okay.
will expose Delicia.
Hi, Charmaine.
Wanda
She
says
just
she's
finished it.
vegan too. Oh, that's wonderful
Mm,
to know. Ooh, so they will like each other for sure.
yeah.
Wayne only keep ladies for 2 months. Hi
Well,
there,
yeah.
Charmaine.
Hi,
Oh,
Charmaine.
Charmaine's in the chat.
Yeah. You know
Wayne
what?
has too many soul ties. Yes, he
It's
does.
true.
Yeah.
This is what I've been saying about Wayne. The women.
hmm
Oh, oh, okay.
That's a
Lovely
lot.
man.
And
He's a lovely guy.
generational when
Go on, Sharon.
generational as well says you guys have to see what's going on every time Evelyn skit pops up. Her and Wayne channel merges. She has a big name.
Yeah, she's got a big
Well, I don't
following.
see that merge. I checked yesterday. I didn't see it merges. Did
Okay,
it
well,
merge when yesterday I did a seat merge? I checked it
I'll
on
have to check.
YouTube and it wasn't, it didn't have a collab on it when I checked it
Mm,
yesterday.
I think because she's got a large following on social media. I know I've seen it in the past,
At
but I just
first
have
it
to
was. At first it
double
was
check.
merging, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nancy's asking Charmaine how you're feeling. You feeling a bit better?
Hope you're feeling better, Shaman.
Yeah. Okay, Eklund, yes, Generation Wealth. I'm waiting to see Dave's reaction when Wayne gets with Evelyn. Yeah, I think that we're all excited about that, Eklund. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we're all excited to see popcorn anyone to see what happened.
Yeah,
Let's see if it gonna bother him. If it doesn't bother him, then you know he's over Evelyn. Because
yeah,
he said Amber is gonna be his wife, right?
yeah. But
And
isn't it
Amber says, I'm not married. So let's see what happened. And then
okay?
Anthony, the hospital is coming, and the police and Amazon bus
Oh
when
my word!
Michelle husband let the rat out the bag.
Oh my word! Oh my
That's a good
word!
one, Sanita.
Thanks,
Jeff says,
Anita.
hi, Charmaine. And Charmaine says, hi, Sharon and Jeff and chat. Hi,
Hi,
darling.
hi.
Yes. Anthony police coming for you. Maybe not, but let's see what they have. And
Okay.
I really want to see what Michelle husband have in store for them. I tell you, I really don't care
Can't
about
blame
the
them though.
Ben
I thought,
and Darren, but I really want to know the involvement because Charmin have been calling your name every day. You know what I
mm,
mean? Even today when I'm here saying that Charmaine said this, Charmaine says that Anthony gonna have a job moment. So I think it's
yeah,
about to happen, Charmaine.
yeah, yeah. Jeff, she said not today. All right, Charmaine, you take it easy, but we definitely got you in our thoughts, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Get well soon, Sean.
yeah, get well. Okay, like I said before, I don't think Anthony's the scammer. I think he gave his money. Well, we know he gave his money to Ben. Ben then gave it to Darren, who's probably done things with it. So this is just my perception. I don't see Anthony as the one that's been scamming people. This is
Nah,
just
he
me.
hasn't. He hasn't. He gonna get
Yeah.
caught up in this scam though
He's
and
gonna
lose
get caught up
money.
because what they have a thing over in the UK. If somebody gets in trouble regarding the police or criminal activity, they used to call it joint enterprise. So I would say that Anthony would be joint enterprise, just the fact of the association that who he was involved in. But yeah, that would be a really cracking, absolute cracking skits. I'm
He
looking
can
forward
play
to
that
that.
down though. He could play that as he
Oh
took
yeah, because
the
he's
for an investment and whatever they did with it, he didn't know anything about it.
yeah, yeah, but
Which
yeah,
he
I'm
doesn't.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And Sandra Lee says Evelyn will get with Wayne to get to Dave and make him jealous. Sandra, interesting.
She will.
That's a good one, Sandra Lee. Well said.
Thank you. Give
That.
you a round of applause for that. That
Yes,
was a
that's
good,
what I'm
nice
doing.
one.
Well
Well
said.
done. That's
Okay, let me
brilliant.
poll it. Let me poll it too. It needs
Yeah,
to be polled.
yeah.
Let's poll that. Let's poll it.
So, do we think
Will we,
uh
I think
will
he.
Dave
will Dave
be
get
jealous? Jealous.
jealous?
Yeah, regarding Evelyn or Shea. What they call her, Shea Butter, something like that. Or Shea.
Jealous when if Wayne if because we
Mm,
don't know if
yeah.
Wayne hook up with or should we checked if Wayne
Checks
mm,
goes after
yeah go
Evelyn.
oh yes.
Okay. And generational wealth says, I don't really think he will lose his money because he will be prepared to lose his money. I believe he's going to break Denisha's heart. It's not how we think it's going to be. Yeah, generational wealth. Yeah, I think you might be onto something there, you know.
Amber showed up at the house right now and said, "I want you back. I'm done with Dave." Anthony will
Yeah,
feel like fresh laundry.
you know what? He
He would
may
take her back.
I
He
think he'll take
would actually take back Amber.
I think he would, but you know you give her a bit of a hard time though.
Of course, he would take her back.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If I'm, Sharon, I don't know if I was dreaming. Was I listening to your? Because you know sometimes if I'm not able to come up on live, then I'll be like listening in the background. I don't know if
Mhm.
it was yourself or Charmaine was saying. Oh Lord, I lost my thread of thought. Oh there, oh there,
It'll come
mine.
back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've lost it. Oh dear. Hopefully I'll get it back. Oh my days, never mind. Nancy says his wife is gone. Sunita saying, hi, Charmaine. You get a lot of love, Charmaine, in the chat,
Mhm.
which is wonderful. And Suzette said, Sharon, when has Angelina ever cared that Anthony is married? True,
Never.
Never.
because look how, this is what I'm trying to say about Angelina and Shayla. I'm sorry, I don't care if anybody's going to tell me that those two women have changed. They have not. They just want to pounce on Anthony, and he's
Yeah,
allowed that to happen.
I'm proud
And
of Anthony today.
no, I'm proud of him for real, because at the end of the day, at least he stood his ground today. But let's see how it progresses. Because when is the baby's birthday? Isn't it this week or next week? It's coming up, isn't it?
It should be the
Kai's
end of August.
okay, so the baby's birthday is coming up, so we will find out. Yeah. And then Shaquille said, so Amber cheated on her way out the marriage,
Hmm.
and you think she won't get some punishment? Fire, lightning, fire, lightning, and thunder. I think she's getting the punishment. They're both are going to be. I, I can't say Amber and Anthony without saying the Daltons. They both are at fault and
Definitely.
one is not better than the other. They both did bad things within the marriage, and
Yes,
as they're tapering out towards the divorce, they
that
both are
is true.
still do. And that's what we have to. None is better, whether it's Amber, whatever she did, or what Anthony done. They both are at fault. So this is where they both need to get. They will get their karma.
Yeah, you read what Shaquille says?
What did Shaquille say?
Shaquille.
Yeah, yeah. I just read that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's coming first, the
Mhm.
divorce or the vow renewal? Which one's gonna
The
happen?
vow renewal.
Oh no! You know what, Jeff? I actually saw the one with Amber had that lovely sort of greenish dress, and that was a really nice renewal. And Jeff, I have no idea, but I know it's gonna. I know it's gonna happen. That's the thing. I know it's gonna happen, but we can't say when. But yeah, what do you think then, Jeff or Sharon?
Jeff just asked us.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Jeff asked us what's gonna come first, the renewal or the divorce.
So what do you think then, Sharon? What do you think?
I think they're for renewal.
Oh, oh, I just saw a message from Antoinette. She says Zeus is back. Is that true?
Really?
Really?
Is that true? Anyone else in the chat?
That is
Antoinette.
Zeus? Is he the one speaking to the detective Antoinette? Because I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know Zeus, so you guys have to tell me.
yeah. Give us a little bit more clarity regarding
Yeah,
that.
When
Okay,
the detective gets some unwanted help, that's the one you talking about?
yeah. I wonder if that's the one she's talking about.
hold on. Can we go back to Error? What's she saying? You
Okay,
guys are
hold
just
on.
wait. Oh no, no, Error, please.
You guys
You.
are just waiting for Anthony downfall, but you're not waiting on Wolfman Day fall. Who is sleeping with the married woman? Who it make sense? Ara, we are not
Oh
siding with nobody. You're not listening
no,
to the conversation. Come on
no.
now, Era, get with the program.
Error. Listen. You remember at this particular content reviewer, Sharon, and also O'Neill. There's no sides. And also, I'd say with
Yeah.
Auntie
Okay.
Riri, and there's no side. We're just saying what we can see, right? And the fact
Exactly.
that Dave is having a relationship with Amber, similar to Anthony's having a relationship with Denisha. So again, all four parties are at fault,
Hmm.
right? But I'd say mainly Anthony and Amber because they're still married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they are the ones that are married, regardless of what. And it's not a downfall. We want to see them both heal because
Exactly.
they can't come back to each other how they are now. They have
No.
to still go through that journey. And it looks,
Exactly.
it really looks like the writers are definitely look at Anthony today. We just hope it continues and continues.
Exactly. Get better and better. Become
Exactly.
sustainable.
Or should we say bigger or better?
Yeah, because well, he has to go to get a DDL for that, right?
No, I don't know. Sharon, remember
Okay, so
that picture I sent you? I don't know about no DDL. So yeah,
okay,
okay.
so Sanita says here, Denisha cannot do nothing else away from cooking. What can
Mm,
she do for Anthony if
it's
he
true.
goes broke? Not a darn thing. Let's see. I
Yeah,
would love to see
He
Anthony
got
go broke
money.
and see what Denisha does. And
yeah.
then Charmaine says here, every time Anthony talks about Denisha, he says she can cook. Like that is only thing she is good for.
Yeah,
Exactly,
that's right.
Charmaine.
Charmaine, you know it, because oh, she's a good cook. Oh, she's a good cook. And then I think Dave, Ben and Anthony were cracking a joke. Oh yeah, not too much salt in the food. But Denisha, come on. I mean, yeah, like
I
you
know,
said,
eh?
you're a good cook. That's all
I
we can say
know.
about you. Yeah.
And then Sanata says, yes, he wears a t-shirt because he feel what's coming for him. Yes.
Hmm.
And Charmaine says she medicated. Me surprised that Charmaine isn't sleeping.
Okay.
And then Eros says, Zeus or the other guy who is Mike's friend. One of them is Shayla baby daddy.
Oh, error.
Okay.
So he's
I
really
always
back.
thought the baby daddy is actually it's not Mike for sure, Error.
No, it's
I
not.
think it would be
Arby?
Arby, but she says Zeus or the other guy. So Antoinette, please tell us who is Zeus. I wonder if that's the guy. I don't know Zeus. I wasn't watching it then. I
I
think
remember
Amber
that
may feel
name.
some way or not. Dave about Evelyn.
Mm,
He said she's saving from falling into depression. Yes, that's what she said. Just like how you
mm,
guys helped me with mine.
mm-hmm, mm.
Antoinette says there was a skit that Zeus was talking to the detective that is trying to get D. Yes. Oh,
Okay,
so that's the one who is going to help D. Okay, guys. So we
okay.
see. So now we know who this Zeus fella is. Okay.
He's
So
not gonna help D. I think he's gonna
Zeus is
get D.
alive. Generational wealth
okay,
says.
so I just want some clarity, Sharon
Mhm.
and Jeff and chat. Zeus. I don't think I was watching it then. I kind of watched when Anthony came on the scenes. That's my beginning of watching Country Wayne. So who is Zeus and what part did he play in the skits? Can someone just tell me? Does anybody
Okay,
know?
I wasn't watching it then with them. I just started watching in last January, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Charmaine and the chat family was saying that Zeus
Mm-hmm.
was with, I think, Tamara, something like that. Oh, Charmaine is the scholar of this year that keeps up all record.
Mm-hmm.
And Charmaine knows everything at the back of her hand. And I think Jeff, or is it Brian and Lee? I think Brian and Lee knows it to the back of their hand.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
Watch like
So
the
But I don't
okay,
see them in the chat today. Maybe they're off doing something.
okay.
Uh,
So can I just ask you this thing with what Tina's saying? Didn't Tamara and Zeus have a relationship? And a lot of us have said Zeus was Kai's father. Wouldn't that be something if there would be a crab shot among T and Shayla? So
ooh, that
did
would be something.
Zeus involved with Shayla? That's
I
what I'm
don't
trying.
know.
Oh, okay. I need to watch those other skits. But yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
no.
that.
Thank you,
Okay.
guys. Randa says plot twist. Podley's coming for Michelle and her husband, blackmailing and stealing money.
That's what I was
Oh,
about to say.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got
I can see that happening as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I read that one, Sharon.
But I still want to see, honestly, I really want to see Michelle get her company. I really want the husband to really give it to Anthony and Ben and Darren because they behave like so them better than Amber. And I want, you know what I mean? So maybe I'm
Mm.
bad for saying that. Tina says, didn't Tamara and Zeus have a relationship? That's what I heard you guys were telling
I'm
me.
not too
And a lot
sure.
of us says Zeus was Kai's father. Wouldn't that be something if so will
Oh,
be
crap shot.
a crap shot among the T and Shayla? Yes, that would be something. Oh yes, that would be interesting, Tina S.
Yeah,
And
well, let's
Anna
follow
Jones
that.
says, Dave will break Amber heart if there is a breakup. It will be the other way around. This is why I saw Dave will be fine with whomever Evelyn is with. Okay, thank you, Annie. So it
Thank
will be
you.
Amber who breaks Dave's heart.
Okay.
When she go back to her husband. Sorry to say, guys, but I think our girl is going to break Dave's heart.
I think
Okay.
Dave
Yeah,
is
maybe,
gonna separating from.
maybe I'm wrong, but I think so.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think Dave is gonna end up separating from her because,
Yeah,
like
I think.
someone said in the comment, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but they said it won't be Dave that trips about Wayne and Evelyn. It's gonna be Amber that trips about Wayne and Evelyn, and that's what she's done with everybody that Wayne has been with. She did it with the mayor. She was beefing with Lauren. She was, gleeful when Lauren got broke up with. So if he finds another chick that's a vegan and he starts
Mm,
giving her that type of attention that he was giving Honey Pot, Amber's gonna be the biggest like hater in that situation. And I think Dave is gonna start to pick up on it.
mm. Hold on. You know that there's a few comments above. I think it's discipline. That fish sandwich got Anthony out of his depression. Okay.
Mhm. And
Okay.
then Diamond says, Sharon, if Anthony goes completely broke, it will lessen Amber claim to half of his money if there is no money. Exactly. I know.
Mm,
That's what I
mm,
tell people because when
mm.
Nancy saying they should take all of Anthony money, then I said
There won't be
Amber
more.
won't get the money. So that's why I
Yeah.
says I don't want them to take all the money. I says,
Mm,
Will, when the man approaches Anthony, I don't know how he's gonna extort the money from them for them to pay him. I'm here saying, I hope Anthony remember what Amber says. Remember what he says to Amber. I'm only giving 10%. I'm giving you 10%. Remember, you taught me.
mm-hmm.
Don't give. more and don't give less. Only
Mm,
10% if you're giving. So I think Anthony will give what's her name husband 10%. Let's see if
mm.
that's happened. Let's see. Because
Just
I'm still curious about Anthony not wanting to take Shayla to court. You
just to
understand what I'm saying?
piggyback off of that, yeah, I'm with you. Just to piggyback
Yeah.
off of that,
Yeah, because I'm still curious. Remember, Charmaine says when he come in, he say him have 30,000, 30 million. And when time come to invest, him going have how much, Charmaine? 3 million? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think she said
Yeah.
that.
So it
Mm.
is what it is there. Tamara about to have her heart attack when she see hear our sweet
Yeesh.
juices. Yes, she definitely will do that. D juice
Mm,
coming, Wayne, watch out. Yes. So you mean to
mm.
tell me, so we are gonna have some delicious skit happening. So Zeus is back, guys. Woo!
Okay, again, I'm gonna ask because I see comments. They believe Zeus is Kai's father. So did Shayla have a relationship with
I
Zeus?
don't know. They have
Because
to
I
tell
keep
us.
saying, I'm seeing it in the chat, Sharon, that people saying, "Oh, that's Kai's father."
Yeah, that's
didn't
what they're saying. They've been saying it for a long time.
Wow.
Maybe they're
Okay.
right.
Well, they probably watched it longer than us, so maybe
Yeah, they
they all
did. They
right.
did.
Okay.
And Tina
Oh,
watched
I
it
know
longer too.
Zeus. Zeus has got red hair, hasn't he? Yeah, that's what Zeus. I'm sure if it's the same guy, he's got red hair. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be watching
Mm.
Zeus. Okay. Yes,
So
Zeus
Tina
is
said
sleeping
here,
with his.
when Ben met with Anthony about the sale of the hotel, didn't he ask Ben, was he still in the same business they used to
Yeah.
do? I wonder what business they were in
Mm,
exactly. Remember,
mm,
and Eve, Tina, remember what he said to Amber that day too when he says about the 10%? He said to
mm,
Amber, you do not know what I have to do to finesse people. Remember? That's what
mm-hmm.
he says. And
Yeah.
she not privileged. She doesn't know what he has to do. He meet people and blah blah blah. And comfort all of those
Okay.
things. So
Anyway, Sharon,
now that is
I'm
why it says Anthony was doing some shady business.
well. We're gonna see that. Sharon and Jeff and chat family. I'm gonna head off for a bit because I need to join
Yeah, I know. We're
Brother's room.
gonna head off because it's soon time
Yeah.
for.
Yeah. I need to get. I
All
gotta
right,
have a
thank you
cup
for
of tea.
coming on. I
All right.
appreciate that.
No worries. Thank you, everyone. See you
Oh,
soon.
Charmaine says Zeus is back. He's speaking with the detective. All right, thank you, Charm. So
Zeus does
everybody
look
knows
like
about
Kai.
you. Everybody knows about him, Jeff.
Zeus
Oh
does
my
look like
goodness. So
Kai.
is he a
Oh,
good guy or is he a bad guy?
he a bad guy.
Holy neck.
I
Yes,
think him
Zeus
and
is
D was
speaking with the
beefing about
detective.
Tamara. Him and D was beefing about Tamara, if I recall correctly. But yeah, that dude looked just like Kai.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. So maybe the chat family is actually right then. That Zeus is Kai's dad.
same
Oh.
exact hair color and everything. Jeez, big old forehead too. Yeah,
Oh my God, guys. You don't see where we are going here. We're going to have a big plot twist. Oh my goodness, Jeff. Oh, I'm excited already. I'm really excited to what about to come. Bam says yes, he is Tamira X that she stole from and was on the run with D. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so who is gonna save Tamira? So maybe he's back for his money. Oh, Charmaine says I'm not about blackmail by Michelle husband, but I need the secret about the three stooges to come out. Yes, Charmin, I'm not with the blackmail, but I want to know what the well said. I want to know what the three stooges are up to for sure, definitely.
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I don't want the snakes to come away with the bread, but I
yeah.
Anthony'd have to lose it. It should all just go to Kai in like a trust that he can't touch until he's 21, something like that. So Shayla can't get to it either.
Okay, Miss Fatal said they never were together. They say it's because of Kai's look. Okay, all right. So Miss Faith telling us, Miss Fatal says that she don't think they were together. Shayla, it's because he looks like because of his skin is how he looks. Thank you, everyone. Sorry that we have to up off, but thank you guys. Thank you for liking. Thank you for showing up as usual. Thank you for rocking with us. And thank you, moderators. You guys did a wonderful job. And Jeff, thank you so much for being my co-host. Thank you, Annette. You did a
Appreciate you.
wonderful job also. Bye for now. We're gonna relax a little and then we're gonna go live on Unil TV tonight. All right.
All right, have a good one, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone. Bye for now.